Little Joe, come on. Little Joe, get it together, man. Get it together, Joe. Let me see here. The Garland Squad. Mrs. Clark, Kaput, I'm sorry, Gupta, and Monica. Oh, and yeah, Fudge from Ohio. Oh man, this is beautiful. You keep up the great work, Joe, and see if you can expedite all of those stimulating stimulus while I work on this another stimulus, which I would call the um, art learning bill, which is going to retransfer some of them funds to a digitalized schooling. It's, like I said, the competition remains because you would rather say that you got the stimulus package that's supposed to last for a year. I don't think so. And then at the, did you say this the bottom line? The bottom line? Oh man! Oh you didn't let this stuff go to the head. It's bad, man. You need help, and it's sickening. The plans, because in all reality, you have to wait, but you don't want to. So you're hiring people that you can't afford to hire at this point. That's why I'm so discombobulated. It's only supposed to be one DOJ, and you got four of them sitting up in there. What is going on? So that opinions can slide either way. You need to have one in charge. But instead, you done got in there, said you wanted to change some things. Is it for the better Biden? I don't think so. I just think that it's a political for you against the Democrats. Why? Because I haven't heard anything from the Republicans, so obviously you must be doing some things to keep them hush hush. And I hear the filibuster with this Miss Green and but she didn't make it pass, and that was just a prolongment of, like I said before, by the 15th, everyone should have been paid a stimulating stimulus. You say 2,000, you cut that down to 1,400, which was wrong, by the way. So that's why I said you need to go back in again with another stimulus, which is the remote learning bill. For, like I said, the mishap between Little Hands and the transformation period. And right now, you saying that you wanted to stimulate the economy, but right now, you looking to save out small. Oh, that's another thing too. Salute the Grammy. Now, small businesses throughout this whole pandemic, I'm hearing that you have been suffering the most. Now, I beg to differ. Why? Because of the simple fact that you have the right to sell your business, aka take the juicy lump sum and start over in a new branch, or even wait. This is up to you. But if it periodically came down it that way, why would you take a loan that you couldn't pay back? At times where humans, the customers, are suffering the most. See, that's why I say you have to get to the bottom of the bottom first. Not the line, but the bottom. The bottom front line. And now that you done did this thing and jumped your gun with this whole taxation, stipulation, and tax credits and all of the above, damaging the nigga cracks even more. Because now the head of household is the one in charge of responsibilities of taking care, even though it's a job anyway. But to limit that to a minimum of $3,600 for the rest of the year, that's destructive. It's almost more destructive than previous situation sliding. to be honest with you, it doesn't look as if you want to actually do the right thing. It just don't look like that. Because you've been in politics for so long. And then to hire rookies, knowing that they not going, know what to do exactly, it only buys time for more confusion. Like I said, what's in it? Where does it come from? And what is your periodical problem with the nigga cracks? The world wants to know. The world wants to know. But until we get answers, which I definitely doubt it, seeing as though the things that you're doing, which is you're supposed to be signing a bill, but in all reality, you're signing for new nominations. So to turn this into a nominating, a process or whatever, it's mind-boggling and confusion. Why don't you be straightforward and be presidential? But you need you call it damage control. You need damage control. Nah. Come on, Slider. Take it easy, man. 2 Tennessee college students charged in stealing over 100. See, man, listen. If it came down to it, eliminating the process of stealing and doing all this extra stuff, people will be paid a salary. But from the looks of things, I would have to implement a 5-year process to get them out of salary and onto a subsidy because of the dynamics that's taking place in the internal machine of employment. Now, it is a bias, but there's also a discrepancy between the come up and the come less. Now, I would like to induce more of the come up instead of more of the come less. And trying to branch off and do your own thing. There's not enough power and opportunity for that. We have to come together as one. Is that your problem with the nigga cracks? Because, like I said, I respect Republicans and Democrats. But will they accept my nigga-cratic party? Because I'm coming to change immediately some things. Because the process of waiting, there is no guarantee. Especially in the pandemic. It is heightened the fear. So, I like to lessen that with some ideas of a 5-year plan for work strategies. So, after your 5 years is up, there'll be another one in there for 5 years. And then another one in there for 5 years. See, it's like I've microwaved your economy, which is speeding it up to the process which it needs to be at in the year 2021 and beyond. But you don't really go that route. You rather go the old route because it would put so-called moolah in your pocket for the right now. But from the looks of things, you can have moolah in your pocket right now from the looks of things from a credit card. And establish wealth at the same time. Boosting your credit. Because that's what this all is about, right? But, like I said, do what you deem unsuitable for others and suitable for yourself if you think that that's for the best. How do I get COVID-19 vaccination appointments? From the looks of things, that's getting scarce from the fact that you gave out millions and millions of free doses. Now, the impact of the doses will go up. It's like I said, first you get the sample, then you scramble for more. Ah, man. Antibiotics. You see? Struggle. Gotta get some more. Antibiotics. Common for COVID-19 early on in the pandemic. Now they have COVID-19, COVID-19 pills. Like I said, you want to need more and more of these things. So for Biden to say that it's the end all one shot kills all corona, I beg to differ, man. All of those strands and combinations and mutations, we haven't gotten down to all of it yet. And from the untrustiness that's taking place, it's only a matter of time. And like I said before, it's a waiting process. You know, you're in an emergency room, you're waiting. This is emergency room. The pandemic. Fake or real? How to self-check the news and get the facts. Listen, with the freedom of speech, you have to search and dig for your own reality, because you have to do the background on not just what you call it that they show on the television as bad black males. You have to research everything that's taking place, because it's taking place for a reason. And that reason, it's multiple ones. Now it's up to you to decide to choose in a pandemic. Students have this main inability to tell fake news from real. Listen, man, they're trying. They're students. From what you've taught them, you taught them how to manipulate numbers in geometry. And you think that that's a prosperous society that would lie to itself about the numbers. Damage control, no, man. So, if you're going to lie about the numbers and teach millions and millions of generations how to do so, and think that they're supposed to do all of the things that you say, you know, be this and do the right thing and all of this other stuff, and internally, in their heart, in their minds, they only doing what you taught them. That's why change is so necessarily needed. But society thinks that change can overpower them. I beg to differ. News. Wave of retirement signals. Battles ahead for Republicans. Now, I wouldn't call it a battle. It's like I said, they got the 5-year process plan, which is after 5 years, teacher can retire. You have done enough services for all of those students. How would you call it? After 100 students, after teaching 100 students, you should be able to. Well, let's increase the numbers. If you're playing with numbers, after 150 students, you can retire teachers. And you teach 50 teachers. Because the process, and the same thing with the doctors and the lawyers, you do over. It may have to increase with certain like the lawyers and all. They may have to do more cases. But like I said, you gotta tally up the numbers, man. And until you do that and reform that, putting someone else in the same position to do the same things would only make matters worse in this pandemic. You have to change. You had Obama. He told you that. That was the advice right there, sliding. But I haven't heard too much from your boy lately. What happened? You gonna call him up? Man critically injured after 2 fire trucks crashed near Drummond. Drummond. I said, man, I can't blame anything that's taking place on the humans. They're under strain. So, like what you say, you want to open up to 50%. Who's going to buy 50%? Then you better question yourself. Like I said, you got so much power. Don't let it go to your head now. Yeah, don't let it go to your head, baby. Just don't. They call it sweet relief. I say it's just a piece of the pie from what's to come, because the pandemic isn't over. And from the looks of things, There's safety bodysuits worth more than your stimulus bill. That's why I want to increase that bill, man. You need at least 3,000 every 6 months, man. Because you have unemployment, that's free. You have free rent, that's free. Sick leave, that's free. Ooh, excuse me. Bless me. Piers Morgan to leave Good Morning Britain. Salute to that, man. I seen him walk off to show a symbolization that, look, man, under the circumstances, the brain got the marble. The marble is in there. The marble is in there. And like I said, to fight and combat your riches with your riches, it only leads to destruction. Oh, and salute to Jay-Z for selling that title thing. That just shows, like I said, you can sell your business. It doesn't. It won't hurt you. It will actually inducify what you want to do next. Like I said, why wait? It's like a Snicker commercial. Take advantage of your opportunity before your opportunity take advantage of you. Coronavirus daily news updates, March 10th. What to know? U.S. News released best states ranking for 2021. The best states are going by political gains and who's willing to follow their political leaders. But I beg to differ. I'm willing to work with my political leaders, such as Joe and all his nominations, and whoever else is on the Senate or ballots for, head of, or whatever else you want to do, sliding. I just think that you need to restructure, rebalance, check the numbers. Just definitely check the numbers. Because right now, I think you're using that geometry on the people, which is faking it till you're making it. And I don't think that's the process of business that you want to go down with. Like I said, someone seeking a master's in it. And with that being said, man, I love the preparedness that the world would like to focus in on. But I gotta question it. Is it ready for that focus? And with that being said, peace.